from being a nation. Come on, boss. Come on, boss. We see clearly. And now they're at Tippecanoe. Now they're at Tippecanoe. So this Wabash is very important when we talk mercurial waters. We're talking primary, dragon force, dragon land, veins of HaWah. The copper grounding is very important to the awakening of the Jakan of the earth, the life force. All leading to this Tecumseh War, man. Greenville, Treaty of Greenville, all this stuff was before the Tecumseh War. We just read about 1811, right? So I believe that when they excluded Tecumseh and the Shawnee, leading to the war, Tecumseh had enough. Tecumseh was a Shawnee warrior and chief born outside of Chillicothe, Ohio in 1768. The Shawnee supported the British during the Revolution, only to watch the Ohio Territory fall under American control following the war. 1787, Northwest ordinances encouraged Americans to move westward to the Ohio Territory, where they encountered Indian nations like the Shawnee, Delaware, Mingo. President George Washington ordered troops into Ohio to ensure the safety of white colonists. The whites, resulting in the first wave of Indian removal. Sounds like the first wave of gentrification. Under the command of General Mad Anthony Wayne, Fort Wayne. This is named after Mad Anthony. U.S. troops waged war against the Indians living in the Northwest Territory. Tecumseh joined the independence movements, fighting in several battles, including the final and bloodiest, the Battle of Falling Timbers, 1794. The first Indian removal happened in the wake of Fallen Timbers as thousands of Indians, Nagas, Saracens were forced to leave Ohio for Indian Territory, now Indiana. So that's how a lot of my Nagas got to Indiana. A lot of our families are coming right out of that, Carolinas and all that. 1809, General William Henry Harrison coerced several Indian tribes living in the region to cede 3 million acres of land to white settlers. Harrison made a fortune while in and out of office. They just banking up, making money, selling acres for 1/3 of a penny from the land he secured as part of the Treaty of Greenville. Greenville, man. $1795. So the Chickamauga Cherokee are fighting 1776 all the way up to this point. And they continue, in the battle of, Tecumseh War, 1812. So he got rich off of this, and then they added this treaty. So unwinding the Fort Wayne Treaty unwinds the Treaty of Greenville too. Then we could talk about the Treaty of St. Mary and Tippecanoe. Come on. Come on. Oh, we getting all this land back, man. Facing another removal, Indians across the Great Lakes region formed a pan-Indian, pan-Native, pan-Naga independence movement. In 1811, Tecumseh, now a leader of the independence movement, the last great American con, man, traveled to the southern nations hoping to rally support for the resistance movement while Tecumseh campaigned in the South. U.S. troops now under the direction of General. Now we got U.S. troops in Iran, right? First, they were on your head bone, my nigga. First, they were on our head bone. We're talking 1776, Cherokee. 1795. Barbary is the Barbar, is the Swanite. The Swanites under Sylvanus Texas, Solomon the Builder. We got the forbidden history, love to Daniel Lowe. Come on, like we unraveling it right here where it started. This is where the Treaty of Greenville popped off, 95, where they say no major war. Don't mean there ain't no war. It means to them it's not a major war. Then we got a quasi-war. Come on, man. Who's coming up with these titles? Who's coming up with these titles? But let's focus on Tecumseh, because this is where it all went up. And even after his death, it continued. The Seminole are still rocking with Tecumseh. Pirates of the Caribbean, right? All that. Continuing. All this is continuous. Cherokee. It's the same as the Chickamauga Cherokee Wars. The Cherokee is the Kara, not Ka. Kara, Ka. Kara, Katai. Black Cathay. Kata. Black Cathay. The Kara means black in Turkic. The Moors know. Cherokee is the Kara, Katai of Prester John. Remember, they are over here to hijack the land of India Superior. That's why they're saying Indians, right? Prester John. 1530 map, MS map in the British Museum. So back in the 1500s, they knew this was the land of Prester John. Morocco, no. Before Morocco starts trying to set up shop. In the land of Prester John, put Morocco on Jerusalem. It's crazy. Oh, but the tribe of Ishmael were such great musicians, man. They had great traditions. Look at the dates. Same dates as who comes in while we being slaughtered. Who comes in while we being slaughtered? Tecumseh's talking about it. So the U.S. troops, now under the direction of General Governor Harrison, attacked the religious community established by Tecumseh's brother and Shawnee prophet, ThaWaDa at Tippecanoe. The Shawnee called it the Prophet's Town. HaWah died in the ensuing battle of Tippecanoe, and Tecumseh returned to Indian Territory on the eve of the War of 1812. Tecumseh and many Shawnee allied with the British, while the Choctaw and Chickasaw allied with the hijacks. It's not me saying it.
A mother stretches one plate across all 5 of her children. A father skips meals.
It don't mean all Choctaw or hijack city. Nah, I'm just saying their leading forces did this. And we gotta make amends, man. Tecumseh died in 1813 during the Battle of Thames in southwest Ontario, Canada. Pushmataha was chief of the 6 towns, referring to most of the Choctaw and Chickasaw living in the lower Mississippi Valley. So Pushmataha was the chief of most Nagas in the lower Mississippi Valley. He fought with the hijack Americans during the Revolution. Wow. So he's indigenous, he's native, he's all that, and yet he fought against us and had his Choctaw and Chickasaw with him to fight against us. And what does the us all have to do with Esau? and Edom. This is the old world, by the way. This is the promised land, and all the ancient tribes, biblically, and wars are popping off right here. So we have a pan-native alliance that Tecumseh tried to include push Mataha and the Choctaw and the Chickasaw, but they wanted to rock with the Moorish treaty. Like the Treaty of the Peace and the Friendship. (1786). And it's still unbroken. Is you crazy? Longest running unbroken treaty in U.S. Still not broken, man. Since 1786. Wow. So Ishmael's migrating 1785. Popping off Morocco in them. 1785. Then you have this treaty with Morocco in them, 1786. Unbroken. On the head bone of Tecumseh and dragging canoe in them. This is why Tecumseh went crazy by 1812, man. This is why he stood up for himself and made the, alliance with all the Nagas he could. Because he had to fight against his own Nagas, his own people, pushing them. While Tecumseh called for a pan-Indian alliance to resist the hijack, invasion, expansion, whatever they want to call it, Push Mataha strongly disagreed. In 1811, the situation on the northern frontier, the Great Lakes region, was more perilous than Push Mataha's southern region. Ultimately, none of the southern Indian Nagas joined the resistance. If they would have, we could have pushed the hijack out once and for all, man. But the jealousy, the hatred, out of coldness, you rather slaughter your own brother and make a deal with the devil. I'm sick to my stomach looking at this. I've done it too many times. You look it up. This is the deal they made. Push Mataha was rocking with this deal. Huh? So when we talk about all this happened in 1811, they was already making deals with Morocco.